Kansas City, home to one of the most loyal and passionate fan bases in football. And all the noise they're making is being captured by the Dome here at Ford Field in Detroit. Coming up, a contest that looks real good on paper between the New York Jets and the Detroit Lions. Leading the visiting sideline, as always, their head coach. His guy's one of the fortunate 2-0 teams here to start this 2026 season. Along the opposing sideline, head coach of the Lions, Dan Campbell. His guys 2-0 as well, so two of the league's better teams meeting here this week.
Jason Sanders is set to kick off.
With Brock Heward and I'm Kate Scott. This is Jason Sanders on to handle the opening kick. And the NFL on EA Sports is underway once again. He stopped on the run back at the 27. So the Lions take the field for their first drive. And it's going to be the former #1 pick, 11th year pro quarterback now, climbing the career leaderboards each and every week. Here's Jared Goff.
A win is a win for him, whether he goes for 400 yards and 5 touchdowns, Kate, or maybe he just finds the end zone once like last week and be the team first guy he is.
It's out. Gibbs lost it on the hit. And he falls on his own miscue, and that sets him up with a first down. Wow, that was fast. Might be time to take a step back, and we just started this game. Maybe take a couple of deep breaths. Very first snap, and he nearly gave it away. That could have mentally taken them out of this game.
Yeah, for the player, a little bit easier to respond. For the coaches on the sidelines, that drives them crazy to see the ball on the ground. And we know how precious this ball is in this game. Gotta take care of it.
Escapes the defender. And they're going to get to him, bring him down. After allowing about 13 on the play. It is first down Detroit. Fed him on back-to-back plays, Brock, and he's got them moving now on this opening series.
Yeah, he's not needed any time at all to find his groove and settle in. This should set the table for the rest of the day.
Looking to throw. Goff. That's complete to Sam Laporta. And they're going to corral him out of bounds here after giving up about 6 yards on that play.
It's just kind of the type of play. A position like this tight end because it's going to be tight throws into contested windows, and you got to get the job done with people all around you.
Coming off a 6-yard completion, here's 2nd and 4. Straight ahead with Gibbs. He's tackled after a gain of about 13. That's going to be a Lions first down. A nice early return there. They're going to be more than happy with that one, Brock. And could be a huge boost to their offense if this ground game can get going at this pace.
Every offense in this league searches for explosives. How can we find it? It's often through the air, but when you get it on the ground like that, boy, is it a huge bonus.
Now it's the first carry for Isaiah Pacheco. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force and the defense wins out.
This is Gibbs on 2nd down. Solid work on his part. Gets 7 there. It's still 3rd down.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Goff now on 3rd down. That one complete to St. Brown. And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a first and goal. Well, that right there is more of what we expect from him, right, Brock? Didn't get to see that much a week ago. Really held in check by great defensive efforts.
But what was great to see in that is he was kept quiet. Everybody else made plenty of noise to ensure they could get the win. Now, a week later.
Finds him in the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Amon-Ra St. Brown scoring there to end an 8-play drive. Well, these guys ripped off 2 wins to begin the season, Brock. They rip off a touchdown on the opening series here as they try to keep those winning ways alive.
Then they kind of feel like there's always a handful of teams who make a bid for 3-0. This is the week that just somehow, some way trips them up. They'll need to continue scoring like that to avoid it.
Fox now to kick this one away. Returning it from the 4. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. So now it's the Jets getting out on offense for their opening drive. It'll be the former Clemson Tiger leading them out. 4th-round pick, 5th quarterback drafted this spring, Brock. It is Cade Klubnik.
Consistency is going to really be the key here because at Clemson it was up and down a little bit. Talent is there. The ceiling is high. You just got to do it week in and week out.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Throwing Klubnik. And this one too far in front of him. It's incomplete. Not must-have yet, Brock, but it does feel pretty important that they come up with an answer for that touchdown, but not going to be easy.
Nope, and incompletions like that certainly won't help.
They'll air it out on 3rd. Oh, it's there, but he dropped it. A painful moment to break concentration. Here's his 4th down. And, partner, I think we just got to look at what's going to be one of their biggest challenges in this one, operating quick enough to neutralize that pass rush.
That's right. And I know it's very, very early, obviously the opening drive, but hits like that compound. That's why defenses stress it each and every week to get after the quarterback, because hits like that can have an effect throughout.
And they drag him down just in time. He's shy of that marker. We've got a turnover on downs. So they'll head up here 1st and 10 from the 34. Throwing is gone. Connects on one to Jameson Williams. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs. No doubt they take a repeat of how this game began, Brock, and that play has them on their way towards it.
Scripting for success. They'll keep pressing the advantage, too, until some resistance has got to finally appear.
Able to find Wright. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackled for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11.
That right there, Kate, that is teaching tape for a safety coming downhill on the tight end. You've got to hit him before he gets started, in this case, for a loss.
Actually wound up losing a yard on that completion, so it's going to be 2nd and 11 now. Goff to the air now. Going for his back, but it's incomplete. It's going to bring up 3rd down.
I know that you and I love, Kate, looking at plays and discussing them and all the different outlets and checkdowns, and usually there's a completion to be had, but not against this defense. Not on that one.
Throw here, 3rd down. Couldn't connect across the middle. It's an incomplete pass. On 4th down, the Lions going to try to put 3 on the board here with Jake Bates. It's a 34-yarder from that right hash. Bates' kick is up and good. And that one was hit great. It sails on through without incident.
How about that? He gets to add a field goal to his extra point. And 2 series in, he knows he's played a big role in this one.
This makes it up to the 25. Now for the 2nd time this game, we get a look at the New York. And as they get set, partner, gotta imagine they're bringing some urgency with them to the field this drive, too.
Yeah, I think you and I both know in calling these NFL games, that sense of urgency can be replaced by full-blown panic in a hurry. So find a way to possess the ball and, more importantly, score some points.
And they'll manage Managed to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. Brian Branch getting there for the tackle.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that run. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
He's going to be held up after gaining 2, so we're a little shy of that mark for a 3rd down coming up.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Klubnik, 3rd and short. This finds its target. That's Taylor. And he goes out with enough for the first, but we do have a flag down on the play.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
Would have liked to have kept that big play, but the officials and penalties say no. It's got to come back. And before we could see a snap, we've arrived at the end of our first quarter. It's a 10-0 ball game. We're back to Ford Field right after this. Time for the second quarter of play. It's Jets football. They start out with a 3rd and 6. Klubnik. He stops here, gain of about 7. It's going to be a New York first down.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. Tight end that moves the chains on 3rd down, that's a QB's best friend.
We've set it downs from 37. On first down, here comes Hall. It's a solid 7-yard pickup on first down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Last run got him 7. Here comes 2nd and 3. He's going to the air. Klubnik. They manage about 9 before a stop is made. And that's going to be good for a Jets first down.
You know, before the snap, right before the snap, you may have to take off if the read isn't there. That was a great adjustment made at the perfect time for the first down.
He's brought down. Play goes for, it looks like about 11 yards. And that gives New York the first.
We see it and hear it all the time. For receivers, their favorite moment is just to go up over a DB and make a play. And for these running backs, there is nothing that beats slamming right through a tackle and getting that first down.
You know, it's Klubnik. Throw right side, caught by Wilson. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. They pick up 14 yards on that one. And that's good for a Jets first down. Hall takes it straight ahead. And this one's going the wrong way. Nice win for that defense as they send him backwards. We'll get a stoppage here. Looks like there's a Jet in some discomfort following that play. A momentary speed bump there on what has otherwise been a great drive. Here's 2nd and 11. And it's going to end up an incomplete pass, partner, so that brings up 3rd down.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down. Here's Klubnik now. A lot of contact. Can't keep control of this. Ball jostled out. It's going to be incomplete, and it's going to be 4th down. Jason Sanders on for the field goal. This one from 42 yards out. And this isn't going to do it. The kick is no good. And the deficit remains 2 scores.
Well, there's certainly never, ever a guarantee from that distance, but that's one you'd expect to be in your kicker's range. You hate to have a drive come away with nothing, but that's exactly what happened.
Here's Goff. This one to Williams out left side. And he can be stopped, but not before he picks up 18 yards there, a new set of downs.
From a great catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
One play in, and they are already close to midfield. Oh, a little movement along the line there. That's going to cost the defense 5 yards.
Neutral zone infraction, defense.
Broke the plane before the snap, and that's going to give the offense some free yardage.
Still first down.
So they'll only need 5 now after that neutral zone infraction penalty. Running it after the penalty. Runs inside the 35. And he's out of bounds on a gain that takes him into the red zone. Brock inside the 15. Big hitter on first down. 33 yards. Well, he's got his early highlights, Brock, but you know he wants to add a few more to that reel before this game wraps up.
There's no question about that. You want to get that century mark.
Yeah.
That's a number that running backs are proud of, and stacking runs like that will sure help.
Complete left side. It's to Slav. And he's going to be dropped quickly after making that catch. Gain limited to a couple.
This is one of those kind of win-win situations. Both sides feel good. As an offense, I get a completion. I get a win. As a defense, I keep everything in front of me. I make the tackle for a short gain. I get a win, too. Sometimes you can get to win-win.
Working on second down. Goff has it in close. And he will score. Touchdown, Lions. Jamison Williams, the second score that he has brought in this season. Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere on football fields. But you start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance. And they will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play. He sure did.
Fox now to kick this one away. Fielded at the 7. And in the end, only able to get this up to his 25-yard line. New York taking over once again. The offense heading out. And things starting to get a little out of hand for him, Brock. That last score made it 17-zip. New York to the line. First and 10. Klubnik's going to throw. That's taken in by the rookie out of Indiana. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down.
10 yards on the pickup. It's second and inches.
Klubnik now on second. The throw left side finds Sadiq. He's going to be forced out there after a gain of about 14. And that's going to be first down Jets.
You know these teams, they track every step of their players. Many of them wear GPS units in their uniform to track how much mileage. I don't care what the stat sheet said of how long that gain was. That dude ran a long way, all the way across the field, but it paid dividends.
Here's Klubnik. Gets everything he has under this one. And this time they forced the incompletion. Defense was ready after he got him on that last snap. Now it's second down.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, well, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Second down. Here's Klubnik. And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete. Third and 10 coming up, Brock. We've arrived at our 2-minute warning. Stick around. Some more from Ford Field on its way. No connection on the last play. Now it's third down. Looking to throw. Klubnik. And they come up empty on that third down. Would have been good for the first, but couldn't hang on through that hit. It is fourth down. Here comes the punting unit for the Jets. his way through a tackle. And something on the return, but not much, as it still ends inside the 20. The Lions and Jahmyr Gibbs back out on offense. And he has run roughshod over them in this opening half. Pretty sure this is the exact kind of start that he was hoping to have here. I'll start on the ground with Gibbs. And he'll take this ahead for 7. We've got 2nd and 3 now.
That run may not have gotten you a first. Sure, nice little run to set the table.
A gain of 7 brings up 2nd and 3.
7 yards on that last play. So this is 2nd and 3. Goff back to throw. He's hit and taken down. They got him at the 18. The Jets take their first time out. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call is going to be on 3rd down. Goff. And it's incomplete. Tried setting up the screen, but he bobbled the catch. It's going to be 4th down.
Incomplete.
The Lions ready for the punt. Jack Fox will kick it away. Picked up at the 38. And a good return as he gets him up across midfield and into enemy territory. As the Jets get set for another drive, let's take a look at Kelvin Shepard, the Lions defensive coordinator. Shepard actually played the last of his 8 NFL seasons as a linebacker in Detroit. Rejoined the team as a coach just 3 years later and rose to his current role in 2025. That's caught. It's Breece Hall. And they get him out just before he can move those chains, partner. It's a gain of 9 on 1st down.
10 yards on the
This running back is a mismatch maker. That's how I label him on my little sheet right here. Right under his bio, this guy just creates matchup nightmares for every defender on the field.
Shotgun snap. They'll throw. Escapes the pocket. Now he takes it. And he'll give himself up to end the run. That's going to move the 6. Jets flying at a quick pace here.
First down, Jets.
Throwing Klubnik. Able to hit Sadiq. Complete. And his effort after the catch gets him up near that marker. Gain of 9, Brock. It's 2nd down.
A gain of 9.
Timeout taken by New York. That's it, 2nd.
At the
Got 9 of the 10 with that last grab. Need to get the last yard now on 2nd. Buys time, rolling right. That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right.
I think I got the same thought bubble as all the fans in the stands with that one. He just got to tuck it. Don't try to force the issue. You're out there in the open space. Put your head down and go get the first.
And that one's too far in front of them, so now they're facing 4th down.
You know, 3rd and short is a difficult one to call. Do you want to run into the teeth of a defense looking for that handoff, or try to throw it to him and use the element of surprise? Evidently, well, that's one they should have run instead.
They'll run for it with Hall. And this one will not work out for him. He's stacked up behind the line and is going to head off after a turnover on downs.
Hey, I am all for aggression. You get 4 downs, go. Let's go. Wonder here, Kate, after being denied once again, is there going to be a trust level on that sidelines to go for it the next time they get this shot?
He thought he had the timing down and could make the play, but just a hair too early. Encroachment on that previous play, and that makes this a much shorter 1st and 5. Now Goff. Has him on the quick hitter. So after that 5-yard penalty, he gains just short of 5 on his own. It's getting 2nd and a couple of inches here.
A 5-yard gain.
In a good spot here, 2nd and inches.
At the 30-yard line.
So we've reached halftime, Brock, in a lopsided contest so far. Let's hear what Scott Hansen has to say. He's got our EA Sports halftime report. We'll catch up with the rest of the league later on. We're right through halftime and on to the start of the 3rd quarter. Fox now to kick this one away.
To kick off for the Lions.
Here's Thomas on the return. He's stopped on the run back at the 27.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Jets getting ready for this 1st and 10. Signals, and looks like we've got a timeout before that 1st down play, as that'll leave him with just 2 to use the rest of the way. The New York offense ready to get going here. It's 1st and 10. They start the half with a give to Hall. And he's brought down as the drive starts out with a 4-yard gain.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
4 yards on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 6. They're going to try and throw it here. Pass is caught. That's Tim Patrick. Good play call there. 15 yards for their efforts, and they got the 1st down.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
As they go play fake, now it's Klubnik. Headed out right. That one's out to the sideline. He's got it inbounds. Nice toe drag there, but we do have a flag on the play. Would have liked to have kept that big play, but the officials and penalties say no. It's got to come back. Double the distance to go after that holding call. It's now 1st and 20. Klubnik from the shotgun. Rolling left, buying some time. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and that hit knocks it free, incomplete. That throw was looking for Mason Taylor. So now it's 2nd and long.
He's really starting to just about exhaust every option and trick he's got at his disposal. That time, trying to test him outside the pocket, extend the play, there was just nowhere to go with it.
Operating from the gun, Klubnik. And it looks great flying through the air, Brock, but problems on the business end as it falls to the ground. 3rd down coming up.
Yikes, as that pass falls to the ground, Kate, you kind of just sense their desperation, just kind of oozing out of them. Running out of time to start connecting on more of these and really break open the scoring in a way they just have not been able to do so far.
And he's brought down. So even with a nice gain there, partner, dug themselves quite a hole that they haven't gotten out of yet. It's 4th down.
A gain of 11 yards. It's now 4th down.
Klubnik. And they'll turn it over on downs as that pass comes up empty, and off the field they go.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. By the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
The offense headed out now for Detroit. They're already on a modest little winning streak here, currently in position to stretch it to 3 games as they take the field again. On 1st down, it's Gibbs. He's only able to get back to the line. It's going to be 2nd down.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just sometimes you got to run into darkness. Just go where there is no lane and hope that something opens along the way. That linebacker said, not this time.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Another one for Gibbs. Down here after a gain of about 14 yards, it looks like. That's going to give them the 1st.
It's a gain of 14
What a great sign to start the 2nd half for this offense, because with a lead, well, the ground game becomes your best friend, the centerpiece for this offense, trying to chew up that clock.
So they'll head up here, 1st and 10 from the 34. Again, it's Gibbs. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd
Need a better
and
result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Off to the air now. Looking for him on the screen there, but it's incomplete. So 2nd down produces nothing. Back to the huddle they go for 3rd down.
Brings up
Kid,
3rd down.
Kid, I'm just kind of laughing because I can feel the armchair quarterbacks going, I can make that throw. And anybody who's actually made those throws says you have no idea what it feels like with everybody breathing down your neck. that play's got to be right, timed up right, and it certainly wasn't.
Third and long for him here. Short pass brought in. And they're going to take him down just short of that marker. In that range, might we see them go for this fourth down?
It's fourth down.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the fourth down? It took a great defensive effort to do it. That's why they spend all the time on the practice field during the week. That kind of operation. Perfect rhythm, perfect timing, and a 2 for 2 for this kicker.
This return starts at the 5. Good work so far. He's got room. His effort's going to get him to that 32-yard line before he's taken down. The Jets and Breece Hall about set to go on offense. And his performance has ailed against what has been a very stout defensive front. This hasn't been a contest to stack up there among his better showings, partner. They've made it real difficult to find any holes to hit, and there's been absolutely no space for him to work with. He's going to the air. Klubnik. When the drive nearly ends on the first play, he had the interception but dropped it. That means it's second down.
These quarterbacks in the league, they're getting so good at taking care of the football. It's hard. They didn't get a pick last week, found a way to win. But when a quarterback gives you an opportunity, you've got to take advantage of it. It's kind of like that batting practice fastball. When it's down the middle, you got to hit it.
They're going play action. Klubnik. Cut down the field. It's Cooper. He's going to get to the sideline and out with a gain of, looks like about 23 yards. And it's going to be a New York first down. Play fake. Here's Klubnik. Passing quick here with the pass rush, fast enough to match it. On and inside to alter that throw. And it falls incomplete. That brings up second down.
I'm not going to be surprised at all, Kate, if we see more of this. Just trying to find some answer. Extend plays, be creative, try different things. Because nothing really consistently has gone well for him today.
Here's Klubnik now. Well, he throws it quick, but what a pass rush that was. Able to hit him on the release anyway. Break that up. Third down now after that incompletion. Ooh, boy, that play action nearly backfired right there, Brock. Took a little bit too much time to set it up and some quick thinking at the end there to get that throw away as the hit arrived.
Yeah, that's really well said because, you could feel sometimes the quarterback on drop back.
And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Brian Branch has it.
Okay. That was his quarterback's first interception, and you know what? I don't remember my first, or maybe I do. Every last detail of Chad Cota picking off a little corner route as I was trying to sprint out, and instead of throwing it away, I forced it in. Yeah, this guy's going to remember this one as well.
The Lions and Jahmyr Gibbs back out on offense. And those legs must be tired, but he ain't stopping, Brock. Not with the type of game that he's been having for himself on the ground. Cut by the open man. And this is scooped up by the Jets. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
As a quarterback, you're really trying as best you can, Kate, to find those windows where your man's got some space after the catch. Because the last thing you want to do is throw him into a big hit. Yeah, I know that fumble goes on the receiver's record, but that QB, he feels responsible.
Here's a gift to Hunt. Drops by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Now it's Klubnik. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked off by T.J. Reed. And the Lions are going to have it after his second interception of the season. Well, as if this one wasn't tough enough, it's another possession lost as he is picked off once again.
I think what I'm looking for here, what everybody's looking for in the building, what kind of fight do you have? Because a couple of turnovers in a row can take it right out of you, especially the deficit you find yourself in.
On the draw, this is Gibbs. And he'll knife his way through for a pickup of 4.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You can stick to the ground, you can throw beyond the sticks. You really create some indecision now defensively.
Throwing on second, Goff. Pass taken in by St. Brown. And he's not called at the spot. For that one, but hey, still enough for that first down. Inside the final minute of our third quarter.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Gibbs now from the gun. And that's already just a lone yard. That brings up second down.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on first down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Back to Gibbs now on second. He takes it ahead for a healthy 7 yards. It's third down.
He's brought down at the 42-yard line. That's a gain of 7. Makes it 3rd and 2.
And time runs out before we can get another snap here in this third quarter. The Lions have fought their way to a strong lead in this one, and they've got the football too. Welcome back, football fans. Third down now as we begin our final quarter. Running for the marker, it's Gibbs. Give him 2 yards, stop made pretty quickly there. That's going to give the Lions the first down.
It's a gain of 2.
In this ground game, Kate, have seen such a steady dose of work. And what you hope is all of those body blows throughout can lead to a knockout punch like that.
A first down carry for Pacheco. And he gets a few on the plunge forward.
Got to be rush hour, Kate, because there's a whole lot of traffic up the middle right there. He ran right into some gridlock, and he could only manage a few yards at most.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Motioning the tight end now. A second down run by Pacheco. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Now we have a member of the Jets hurt after that play, and they'll need to get somebody out there to take a look at him. Good moving drive, but it could stall out here. We've got 3rd and 4. Looking to throw. Gone. Check down complete to Pacheco. Getting there for the stop. About 9 on the play. It is first down Detroit.
A gain of 9 yards.
Hey, Kate, they don't rightly care who it's going to go to in that situation. All they really care about are the results on third down. And that's exactly the result they needed. Enough to keep this drive moving.
By a man, he's in the clear. And he gets home. Touchdown, Detroit. Isaiah Pacheco. That's his 2nd of the year. He broke the tackle he needed to, Brock. And how about that effort then to keep it going and eventually reach that end zone?
Yeah, that's awesome on the offensive side. Defensively, not every missed tackle is the same. It may be on a stat sheet, but sometimes that help finish a play isn't arriving quick enough, and you're the only one, the last line of defense. In that moment, you got to scratch, you got to claw, you got to tear to make the stop. Because a broken tackle, it can mean a touchdown.
Has this at the 6. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. The Jets and Cade Klubnik making their return to the field. And as we can see here, it hasn't been the easiest game for him to operate out there, right? Number of rough moments for him. This defense able to pick him off twice to highlight their performance against him. Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. Bails out of the pocket quick. We had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Fair to say he's just been all over the place in this one today. Some accuracy issues early. They gave him plenty of looks trying to get him into rhythm, but they just never could, and the incompletions continue to pile up.
Buying some time right. Rolling and takes a deep shot down the middle. That's complete inside the 35. Some improvising leads to a 43 yards.
That's so good, Kate. That is just such good quarterbacking 101 right there. He escapes the pocket. He keeps his eyes down the field, and because of it, well, he found an explosive.
Klubnik's going to throw. On the move, headed right. He can run it. He's forced out of bounds after a gain of about 4 there. Second down.
Well, once a play breaks down, you're just looking for a running lane. Just a little bit of room, just a little bit of air in the pocket. He found one of those two, but the defense swarms towards him and denies him the other.
They give on second to Hall. And a good gain here. 11 yards, it looks like. That's going to pick up a first.
Yak, yak, yak. That's what it's all about in this league as a running back. Can you get those hard yards after initial contact? This dude just got it done.
From the red zone on first. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play.
Kate, if you've heard me say it once, you've heard me say it 100 times. Completions, completions, completions. Well, that wasn't a pass. It was a scramble. But it nets the same thing, keeping this offense on schedule.
Klubnik now on second. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be third down.
I can understand still trying to put something together here offensively, find some kind of confidence, because this has been rough, both on the scoreboard and the turnovers. Not the kind of offensive effort they were looking for.
7th play of the drive now as they need a yard here on third down. Now trying to run for it with Hall. And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a 1st and goal. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
1st and goal, New York.
And wait, what's this? They fake the spike. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock. You know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm. Especially in a situation like that, and it's a good thing you woke up to it. Able to make something out of nothing and at least keep them moving forward.
Now it's 2nd and goal from the 1. Shotgun snap. It's a give to Hunt. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. It looked like they had it, but nope, no gain. And now they're just inches short for third down. And before the snap, the officials whistle that play dead. We've reached our 2-minute warning. Jets trying to make it look a little nicer on that scoreboard. 3rd and hardly anything. Just need the length of the football. He tries to sneak it. And at least they'll avoid the shutout here. Cade Klubnik. His first career touchdown in the NFL. How about it? Jason Sanders to try the extra point. Send right down the middle. And they've cut the lead down a bit. Now at 20.
27. Jets 7.
Sanders all set to send it away.
To kick off.
Here's a return from the 7. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. Here's the Lions offense once again. Let's take a peek at their upcoming schedule. They'll be at Carolina. Then they go to Arizona. And then they'll be one of the first teams in the league to hit their bye week. The Detroit offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. St. Brown, the receiver, in motion right. Give to Pacheco to start this drive. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Back to Pacheco here on second. Trying to fight free. He can't do so. They've got him behind the line. Now let's see, Brock, if they call their final timeout. This drive in jeopardy. Here's a 3rd and 10. Goff setting the throw. That's complete to St. Brown outright. He's not going to challenge for that first down. He taken down short of the line to gain after he picked up 5. They'll send out the punting unit. They could really use a good one here. Takes this in at the 25. It's a nice running on that return. He gets it up past the 35. The Jets offense headed back out as we can look at their next few weeks. They'll be at Chicago, then back home for Cleveland. And then it's a visit to New England to face the Patriots. Nice field position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Klubnik. Trying to push deep downfield. And the downfield call is going to go unanswered. Defender saw to that. That incompletion means it's 2nd down.
I can imagine the more vocal guys on that defense, especially linebacker, safety, reminding the guys, hey, listen, nothing behind us. And when we get a chance to knock it down, one-on-one, we got to win these contested plays as they just did.
2nd down. Here's Klubnik. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. And we all saw it. Flag came out just before that one fell incomplete. They may still get some big yards out of this one. And it's as we expected, partner. We call pass interference, so put it at the spot and give them that first down. 7 seconds left. This might be our final play here. From the red zone now. Cut near the goal line. And in. Touchdown, New York. Kenyon Sadiq with his first NFL touchdown. Extra point attempt coming from Sanders. Accuracy perfect there as it's center cut. And lead is cut to 13.
Jets 14.
They'll time making this all but impossible, but they're going to try for the onside kick here anyway. The Jets are celebrating. We're waiting for the ruling. Yes, they recovered. Lining up for one final snap. One final shot here. Trying to push deep downfield. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. Brian Branch has it. And the Lions are stopped on the return on the final play of this game. So it's one for the win column for the Lions. Well, Brock, we both thought coming into this one that it was going to be a tough hill to climb going up against one of the better defenses in the NFL. But these guys looked and said, Hill? What hill?
And you know what? I think that happened over the course of this week. Sometimes when you know what you're facing, Kate, and you're watching